Hello, everybody. Welcome to Strings and Strokes. So, yesterday, KHDA has released new information that is directly applicable to us as teachers working in UAE. If you're planning to come to UAE to teach, or if you're already working in UAE, first of all, what is KHDA? KHDA is the government entity that basically gives you appointment letter, appointment confirmation. When the school hires you, then they take appointment confirmation from KHDA. Then only you can get your entry permit and visa. So that's the government entity here just for Dubai. Every emirate has its own government entity for education, but for Dubai, it's KHDA. This information is really relevant and important for you. So I have this article in front of me that was released yesterday by KHDA. Of course, there are like two set guidelines and two set booklets. I'm not going to go through that. You can always read it for yourself, but I'm going to just go through some key features from this information. So the key features include standardized qualification and appointment criteria. All new teachers must meet KHDA's approved qualifications, experience, and conduct requirements, including teachers of Arabic and Islamic studies. Existing teachers who remain at their current school have until September 2028 to meet the new qualification standards. The deadline for schools that begin the academic year in April is April 2029. So new set of qualifications and requirements for you to work here in UAE. If you are already working, then you have time till 2028 to upgrade your qualification, upgrade your credentials, or if you're working in a school which starts from April, then you have time till April 2029. And if you are new, if you're outside UAE and you're planning to teach in UAE, then also you should go through those required qualifications. I can share the link to the article in the description of this video. You can go through and see wherever you fit in, and then you can look for the qualifications requirement. Then the second point is mandatory appointment notices. The KHDA now requires schools to apply for an appointment notice for every teacher and school leader. This notice formalizes their commitment to a specific school and is required again if the teacher moves to another private school in Dubai. The appointment notice replaces the appointment letter that the KHDA previously issued. So earlier there were appointment letters. They were easily obtainable, I guess. Now they have introduce more scrutiny into qualification and experiences and the conduct information and safety checks and everything. That's why you have to get appointment notice from every new job that you apply for. Earlier, I think you just get NOC, no objection certificate from KHDA when you leave your job, and then you give that no objection certificate to the next employer, and the next employer could easily apply for the appointment letter. I think there's a higher level of scrutiny here for appointment notices that they have introduced. 90-day rule for midterm resignations. This is really important one. Teachers and school leaders who leave in the middle of an academic term or semester, whether or not they complete their notice period, must wait 90 days before they can begin a new teaching role at another private school in Dubai. This rule does not apply to teachers who complete their notice periods and leave at the end of an academic term or semester. So if you're leaving at the end of a term or semester and you're actually giving the right amount of notice period, then it shouldn't be a problem. It says this rule does not apply to teachers who complete their notice periods and leave at the end of an academic term or semester. So you can't leave in the midterm just like that and then vanish. You have to give your notice period, make sure that you are leaving by the end of academic term or semester. Exit surveys for departing staff. All teachers and school leaders leaving a private school in Dubai must complete a KHDA exit survey before a new appointment notice can be issued. The data will be used to help the KHDA and schools better understand teacher turnover trends. The government actually really works towards it. Like if they find any trend, they do make changes to the policy so that it is better for the teachers and it brings positive changes in the work-life balance or work environment generally. The last one is clear code of conduct and safeguarding training. All educators must complete induction training before beginning any teaching role. This includes safeguarding inclusion, UAE values, and professional ethics. A signed code of conduct is required for all teachers. Yeah, I mean, good schools were already doing that. Some schools maybe were not. So that is a mandate now. Like in the school that I'm working in, I have to sign a code of conduct at the beginning of every year. So it's my third year here, and I've signed the third contract. Every year it has to be done. So that is something that was being followed by my school, anyways, and all the good schools do that. In line with the code of conduct, the new staff deregistration technical guide outlines how institutions should respond to serious misconduct and repeated violation of professional standards. So government is now getting really strict on the misconduct or unprofessional behavior. There are clauses in place where the school can immediately fire any teacher if there is any misconduct or a breach of contract. Let's say if there's any issue like child protection issues or safeguarding issues, so they are much more strict now. It says deregistration refers to the formal process by which KHDA prohibits an individual from working in any KHDA regulated private education institution in Dubai. Once deregistered, the individual's KHDA appointment notice is revoked, and they are barred from applying for or holding a role in any KHDA regulated private education setting in Dubai. Under the policy, criminal convictions, serious breaches of child protection, and gross professional misconduct are among the violations that can result in termination and deregistration in the first instance. As I said, so it's mainly about safeguarding and child protection. If you know what all the policies about safeguarding and child protection are, since you have signed the code of conduct, you will know what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do, and you just follow that. Basically, I would say overall, if you're an experienced teacher in UAE, you know this is not a very big thing for you because you're a professional. You know that you have to give 3 months notice. You are a professional who deals with students, pupils. We care about them. We care about their education. So you will not make any decision like leaving midterm and leaving them, clueless in the middle of the term, because after all, it's their studies. Imagine about a GCSE student who is preparing for an exam. It's an exam year and the teacher leaves right in the middle of the term. It is actually a nerve-wracking thing for the school, for the students, and I think all these steps that are being taken are keeping in mind the well-being of the students, of the parents, of the staff, and overall the teaching community that we have in Dubai. I think it's a very positive, it's a strict decision. It may sound strict, but I think overall I believe that this has been done for the betterment of education in UAE, and I absolutely support all these changes. And if you need more detailed information on all these points that I've included, I'm going to share the link of ARN News, also Khalij Time. So click on that link, read all the information for yourself, and also there are some sublinks, like for example, what are those new qualifications that are required. You can click on those links and find that information. I'm also going to make some shorts now with all that information for your quick review. You can go through those shorts, so you can expect some shorts coming on YouTube, our YouTube channel, regarding all different bits and pieces that I've not covered in this video. So this was released yesterday. I thought it's very important for me to put that on our channel because it's very relevant to the content that we publish. On that note, I'll end this video. Have a good day ahead. If you find this information useful, like, subscribe, and share. Strings and strokes. Thank you so much. Have a good day ahead.